Okay, so let us start afresh. So on your computer, you will have Tally icon. Okay, Tally application. Double click this Tally application. Okay, the software will open. Okay, actually we'll get this first screen, company information screen. So here you could either select the company or you could even take the backup of the data. So once you click on select company, it lists out all the data that's available, all the companies that is available on your system. Select the right data. Example, I'm just taking Greylinks Private Limited. Login, and this is the first screen that you get. So as you get the first screen, first thing you just check out whether your license is active or not. Okay. So on the bottom, middle of the bottom, okay, you get the license and service details, which will tell you what is the license number and the account ID and all the details. And clicking on that, it will also show you the license details. This is very important because if you don't get this license details, you will not be able to make any data entry. You can only view the data. Even the print will not be possible. So this is the first step that you need to look at. Okay. Now on the left hand side, you have the data which you have loaded, the company which you have loaded, and the last date of transaction. No vouchers entered. This is the sample data we have taken. There are no transactions over here. On the right hand side, you have something called Gateway of Tally. All the menus are available over here. Okay, so this training we are concentrating on the sales cycle management, where we are looking at how to create the quotation, how to create the sales order. Okay, so these are some of the things that we will be looking at today's scenario, training scenario.
So more of purchase order and GRN.
Purchase order and GRN. Okay, so we will look at the purchase cycle management. Okay, so we'll say how to create a purchase order. Okay, and how to generate GRN once when the material comes in. Okay, so we'll stick on to do these two parts of the training. Okay, so here what I'll do is, okay, I'll keep on making some notes so that it's easier for us to understand the scenarios also. Okay, so we'll refer this. So we'll see how to do purchase order. Then we will also see how to do GRN entries. Okay, so for us to do the purchase order, what are all the masters that is required? First thing is we need to know who is the supplier. Supplier masters is required. Then we need to know items, which items we are ordering. So item masters are required. Right? Then for item, okay, there are various things like item has the name, item has the unit of measure, UOM, that is what we call item quantity. Okay, fine. The quantity at the transaction, it will be available. Then item also has HSN code, right? Item also has HSN rate. These are some of the masters that we need to create one time. Okay, supplier master, item master. Okay, then in the purchase order, do you also want to track all your taxes? If you want to track all your taxes and additional costs, then you need to have those masters also. Okay, so like example, is there an insurance part, or is there a tax, GST is being calculated in the purchase order itself? So all those things you should be in a position to configure. So first we'll configure this. Okay, then we will come to other aspects of it. Okay, so first we'll start with creating supplier master. So supplier master, okay, do you have any supplier masters on hand with you, or can I create one sample supplier master? Example, I'll just create one sample supplier master. So to create a supplier master, okay, on the right hand where you have the gateway of Tally over here, you can see there is a master, there is transaction, and there is utilities and reports. So if you are creating any masters, you need to create in masters. If you are creating a purchase order or a GRN entry, then you need to go to inventory vouchers and do it. Okay. So first let us go to masters. So in the masters, so before we even do that, Okay, let me just enable few of the configurations. Okay, we want purchase order and sales order. Then we also want GRN and delivery notes. So I'm just enabling these capabilities. Okay, so now the first thing that I need to do is I need to create one supplier master. So how do I create supplier master? In the master screen, go to accounts info, then come to ledger. Okay, then click on create. So the flow is accounts info, ledger, create. Okay, so I'll just show you once more. On gateway of Tally, click on accounts info, click on ledger, click on create. So you will get on the top called as ledger creation. This is where we need to create your supplier master. Say example, I'll say Meda agencies. Okay, or whatever the name that you want to call. Okay. Alias, if you have any code numbers, you could use alias, else you could leave it blank. Then comes under what this ledger is linked to. So the ledger, since it's a supplier ledger, we need to link the supplier ledger to sundry creditors. Sundry creditors in accounting terms means that they are our suppliers. Okay, so once when you click on sundry creditors, it will ask for the bill wise details. Specify yes means if you are ordering multiple times, you need to have a separate reference number. Okay, then comes the address. Okay, so give the supplier address. Then country, state, then PIN code. Okay, so this country and state is important if you want to auto calculate your GST. Okay, ensure that you give the right details. Then contact person, if you have all these details, you could give or you could leave it blank. So I'm just updating. Okay, then mobile number, email ID. Okay, then bank details. See, bank details is if you want to make online payment using the Tally, then you could also update the bank details for this party. So example, I'll just enable this and say, yes, I want to do the bank details. Then what is the mode of payment, whether it's check or e-fund transfer or others. Example, I'll just check e-fund transfer, account number. Okay, then IFSC code. And these are all not mandatory. These are all optionals. I'm just showing you. Okay, for the training purpose. So I could just update the bank details like this, give the bank the mode of transaction, account number, IFSC code, and the bank name. Then comes the PAN number. Okay, then you could also update the GST number. Okay, then save this master. Okay, so I have saved this, it has already saved. Okay, so this is where you could look at what I have saved is Meda agencies under sundry creditors, nothing but they are my suppliers. Bill wise details is required, so I've enabled maintain balances bill by bill as yes. Credit periods are not required. Okay, then on the right hand side, I have their address, name of the organization, address, country, state, and PIN code. This is important, country, state, and PIN code, to ensure that you generate the right GST details. Then you have the contact details, name, phone number, email ID, mobile number. Then you have the tax registration details where the PAN and GST is being updated. Then you could just save this Control A is for save. Shortcut key to save is Control A. Is this clear? So what you need to do on Gateway of Tally, you need to go to Accounts Info, you need to go to Ledger and Create. If you want to alter, say by mistake you have done some mistake and you want to alter it, you can click on Alter and click on Meta Agencies and make any changes that you want. Hope this is clear. Okay. Xavier and Prakash, clear Raido?
Yeah, doubt
Supplier master link create madadu gotaita? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Okay.
So now next year Marna, one secondary. Let me just disable some of the things. Standard Tally. Okay. So next ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಐಟಮ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಐಟಮ್ಗೆ. So let us create one item. Okay. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Okay. So let's do one thing. Okay. First let us note down some of the things. So now hope the ledger creation is clear for you. Now let us go to the item creation. So item creation ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷರ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಕೆಜಿಸಾ, ಲೀಟರ್ಸಾ, ನಂಬರ್ಸಾ? ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಮೋಡ್ ಆಫ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷರ್? ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷರ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟರಿ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಂಟರಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆನ್ ಗೇಟ್ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ. ಸೊ ಟು create unit of measure, first create unit of measure. So gateway of tally, inventory info. Under that go to inventory info. Under that you have unit of measure, units of measure. Okay, go to units of measure, then click on create. So illi symbol kodabodu, ಏನಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ? say example I'll say numbers, NOS as numbers, NUMBERS numbers. Then unit quantity code, this refers to GST unit quantity code. Okay, so here according to GST what it is called as? It is called as NOS numbers. So this is according to the GST pattern. And do you have any decimal points? Numbers might not have any decimal points, so I'm just not giving any decimal points. Then I'll also create one liter, liters. Okay, so in GST it is called as kiloliter, KLR. Okay, yes, I require decimal points. I'll say 2 decimal points. Okay, then I will create something called kgs, kilograms, and unit quantity code is kgs, kilograms. And I require 1 decimal point. Example, you can create any number of decimal points. Maximum is 4 decimal points that you could create. Okay, so accordingly you can go on creating. And whatever you have created, if you want to display, click on display and click on whichever the unit of measure you want to look at. So it says numbers, formal name is numbers, symbol is NOS, unit quantity code is NOS-numbers, and there is no decimal points. If you go to liters, LTR is the symbol, formal name is liters, unit quantity code is kiloliter, and number of decimals is 2. And kilograms, kgs, formal name is kilograms, unit quantity code is kgs-kilograms, and number of decimal places 1. So one thing that you need to remember over here, the decimal points, you cannot decrease once when you give, you can increase it. And maximum decimal points that you could have is 4. Okay. So while creating, be very clear what is the decimal points you need to measure. Okay. So once when you create this, then you could create your stock items. So to create stock items, come back to inventory info, stock items. Okay, so this is for unit quantity code to create stock items. Go back to gateway of tally, inventory info, and stock items. Okay, so inventory info, stock items, create. This is where you will create inventory item. Now, example, what I'm doing is I'm just taking some sample masters, sample items, so that you are clear on how to create stock item in Tally ERP9. Okay, so example, I'll just say cricket bat. Okay, this is the item name. Then if you have any item code, you could specify here in under alias. If you have any part number, you could specify. Okay, group, I'm just taking as primary. Then it is asking for units of measure. This cricket bat, how am I measuring this? So select the appropriate one. Say example, I'll just say numbers. Okay, BOM is not required. Then come to GST. Is GST applicable for this? If it is applicable, at what rate it is applicable? Okay, I'm just saying yes, GST is applicable. Set alter GST rates. Yes, I want to set the GST rates. Once when you click on yes and click on enter, it will ask for GST details, description and HSN code. So description, this is according to the GST law, you need to give the description. Okay, say example, I'm just saying sports materials. HSN code, maximum you'll have 8 digits code, or you could use 6 or 4 digits based on your turnover of your organization. Okay, so you need to get the HSN code for this. Then comes, how do you want to calculate? Sorry, just give me 1 second. 1 second, please. I'll just be 1 second. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. Okay, so after you update the HSN code, now how the tax has to calculate? Tax has to calculate on the value or on the item rate. Okay, probably in your case, it's on the value, not on the item rate. Item rate comes only for retailers who are into garment manufacturing. Okay, only for them. Currently, it is at the item rate, else it is on value. Just take on value. Okay, then is it taxable goods or is it exempted goods or is it a nil rated? Generally, in your case, it is a taxable goods. So click on taxable. At what rate it is charged? Tax. So according to GST, it is either 5, 12, 18 or 28%. Either of the one it will come. So example, let me just take as 28%. Click on update 28 in the integrated tax. There is no cess. Okay, then it will move out of the screen. I'm just going back and updating, showing you once again. It has moved out of the screen. Then type of supply, it is goods. Okay, then you can ignore all the other details. Opening quantity, currently just ignore the opening quantity, accept. Okay, so I'm just going up, page up to show you what I have created. So the item name is cricket bat. Under primary group, unit of measure is numbers. So here be little careful when you tag unit of measures. Okay, unit of measures, what you have tagged as numbers. You cannot change this unit of measures once when you tag it. So be very clear on tagging the unit of measures.
Still, we are not at conclusion.
Okay, 1 second, just be on the line. Okay, so Xavier and Prakash, are you there? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, Xavier and Prakash, are you there?
You are muted. You are on mute, Xavier. Prakash.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so when you are creating stock item, unit of measure is very important, because once when you fix the unit of measure, you cannot change that. So be careful and link the right unit of measures to the stock item. So minimum things that you need to do is item name, unit of measure. Okay, then once when you select unit of measure, this then is configuring the GST. You could say applicable and define the description of the HSN code, HSN and the code number, and at what rate it is charged. Okay, save this. Okay, so next I will create one more item. I'll say cotton yarn. Okay, so alias, part number, if you have anything. Okay, this I'm measuring in kgs. So I'm just selecting kgs. Is GST applicable? Yes, it is applicable. So I'm just giving the HSN code. This is also on value. Okay, say example, it is taxed at 5%. Integrated tax is 5%. It's goods. So I'm just saving, Control A for save. Okay, so I'm just creating one more. Call it as sanitizer.
We can categorize also, no, under raw material and.
Yes. If you want to create those groups, I'll show it to you how to create the groups. In the stock item itself, you could just click on Alt C for create. Under, just click on Alt C. It will take you to the group creation screen. Say example, I might say raw material. Raw materials. Okay, and specify this. So it is taking under raw materials, and I'll say it comes under liters. Okay, then I could also specify the GST for this. Sorry, this is example, I'm just saying medical items. it is taxable at 12%. Example. Okay, and I'm just saving this.
And if the same product have bat is black and white, so we are buying two items, then
Then-
how we will list it?
Then you need to say a cricket bat white and cricket bat black as two different items you need to create.
Okay, we can't categorize under one stock category.
You can, but when you look at the stock item, see, ultimately it is based on when you look at your stock summary,
Mhm.
at what level you need. Say example, if you say cricket bat I have, but I want to categorize in colors. Okay, I have blue, I have red, I have green. Now in your
Okay.
stock item, if you want to know the one quantity as cricket bat or cricket bat of blue color how much, of green color how much, of red color how much.
Okay.
If you need that, then you need to create a separate stock item. If you don't need that, but you need only classification as colors, then you
Okay.
can have the category and categorize.
No, but if I want to bill to a customer,
Huh?
means I'm doing sales, so I want that it should display that I'm billing white or black.
Then you need to have a separate item. So example, then you need to say cricket bat red, cricket bat green, cricket bat black.
Okay.
As three separate items you need to create.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. So what did we do now? We created three items. One, we created cricket bat. Okay. Then we configured unit of measures. We configured GST. Okay, this is the minimum thing that you need to do. Then we created cotton yarn. We configured unit of measure as kgs. And we also configured the GST. Then we created sanitizers, three sample masters that I've created. So now what we have done is we have created the supplier master. We have created the stock items. Is it good to go? Yes, it is good to go. If you do not need any GST details in your purchase order. Okay, I'll show it to you. So now we are good to go to make a purchase order entry. So to do the purchase order entry on gateway of Tally again, you have order vouchers under transaction. So if you go to, so now if you look at how to create transaction. So you can go to gateway of Tally, vouchers, order vouchers. Okay, so if you get into order vouchers on gateway of Tally under transaction, so this is, sorry, this is not vouchers, this is transactions. Under transaction, you have order vouchers. Under transaction, you have order vouchers. Click on order voucher. So it is showing sale order. On the right hand side, you get Alt F4 as purchase order. This is the purchase order what you're seeing. Okay. So in the purchase order, some of the things that you can look at on the voucher screen. Okay, there is some configurations that is available. On the right hand side bottom, if you click on F12 configure, this will show you what fields you want to see and what fields you don't want to see. Okay, if you want to get supplementary details, enable that. Whatever you want, enable. Whatever you don't want, you could disable. Okay, if you have bill to ship to as two different addresses, okay, then you could enable this as separate buyer and consignee names, else make it as no. Use common ledgers for item allocation. Okay, you could enable it, yes. Provide additional descriptions for stock item, enable this so that you could add additional details. Use order number for every item, not required. Provide complete details of accounting during order voucher entry, make this as no. Okay. Similarly, you could go on specifying whichever the fields that you need, make that as yes, else make it as no. Okay. So the first thing, when I want to raise a purchase order, so I'm on the purchase order screen. So first, what is the date? Date of order. So it is showing 1st of April. If you want to change the date, click on date F2 on the right hand side, and you could change the date. Okay, so I made it as 2nd of April. Now, to whom are you ordering? Who is the supplier? So it is listing out all your suppliers on the right hand side, all the ledgers. Select the right supplier. Okay. As you select the supplier, it is asking for the additional details like supplier address, his country, his state. These are all picking from the master and his GST number. Now, what is the mode and terms of payment? Okay, so like example, I'll say mode is by road. Terms of payment, 15 days credit. All these things are optional. If you want, you could update, else you could leave it blank. Okay, terms of delivery. At Bangalore, go down. I'm just giving where it has to be delivered. Then dispatch through, generally where it has to be dispatched. How are you getting dispatched? Dispatch through, example, I'll say VRL. Destination, Bangalore. And all this order details and receipt details are optional. If you don't want to give, you could leave it blank. Okay. Now, what is the order number? So if it Tally will default take 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you are maintaining a separate series based on your suppliers, based on month, various things, you could type that. Okay. So example, I'll just say 1001. Okay, 1 second. So I'll also use common ledger as no. Okay. So here I've taken this 1001, enter. Now, if I just press space bar, it will show all my items which I have already created. To which item I am giving the order. Say example, I'll just say cricket bat. Select cricket bat. You could write additional description also. If you want to print this additional description on the purchase order, you could type that this is a text field. Say example, I'll just say 4.5 inch thickness, 3 feet length. Okay, I need this cricket bat. Specifications I'm specifying. Now, what is the due date? Okay, once when you click on enter, it will take you to the additional screen where you could give the due date. What is the due? By when I need this delivery? So like example, I'll just say by 5th of April. How much quantity? 10 numbers. At what rate? 1200 per bat per number. So it has taken us 12,000. Right? Then, if there is multiple items, I could select one more item, or I could just end of list, and I could make it this as end of list. Say example, I'll just show you at the end of list, we'll make few more entries. Okay, now to this, I don't want to specify any GST or anything. Okay, that we will look at once when the bill is generated. Okay, being order placed. This is the narration, this is a text field. Okay, you could type whatever the explanation that you want to do for this transaction. Save this. Okay, as soon as you save, if you want to even print, you could go and change the configuration. So if you want to print after you save, I could do one thing. I could go to vouchers. I'm just doing a configuration over here. Purchase order. Print after save. I'm just enabling this. Okay. So let me just go to transaction once again. This is the transaction we have made, right? Placed order on Mega agencies. Okay, their address, details, GST number, state, everything is appearing. Order number 1001 for cricket bat. By 5th of April, 10 number has to be delivered at 1,200 rupees. Okay, and I've also given the description, 4.5 inch thickness, 3 feet length. And I've saved this. As soon as you save, now it is asking for print. Again, in print, you could configure. Okay, yeah, I'll just show you the default option. Click on yes. Okay, and you could even zoom this. This is how the purchase order gets printed. So invoice to Graylix Private Limited, your address, your GST number, state. Who is the supplier? Mega agencies, address, their GST number, state. Transaction voucher number is 1, dated 2nd of April. More terms of payment by road, 15 days of credit. Supplier reference number 1001. Dispatch details through VRL, Bangalore. Terms of delivery at Bangalore Godown. So here just showing cricket bat over here, due by 5th of April, 10 numbers, rate and amount. So here it is not showing any GST or anything because we have not configured anything. And it says the total value, quantity, their PAN number and authorized signatory subjected to Bangalore jurisdiction. It's a computer generated document. Now, if you want to make any changes to this, say like example now under cricket bat, I want the description to be printed. That is not coming over here. So here, once when you want to print, when you go back page up, okay, and you could also print over here. Okay, just click on print on the left hand side, Alt P for print. Here you could go to F12 configure and specify what informations you need. Say like example, voucher reference number you need, terms of payment, dispatch details, PAN number. I don't need PAN number, tax registration numbers. Okay, not required. Okay, here you get something called additional mailing details, address in continuous line, print additional descriptions for stock item, enable this. Okay, print verify initials, declaration, part number if there is anything. Okay, separate column for alternate quantity, rate, amount column, batch wise details if there are anything. Then GST details, HSN code you want, HSN as a separate column, all these details you could enable. And now click on print. See, look here, the format is little changed. Here, it is showing the HSN code, HSN rate. It is not showing over here. Let us see why it is not showing. Because we are not configured the tax details. So it is not showing over here. I will show you configuring the tax details also. Okay. So I'll get a separate column for HSN code, GST rate, due by quantity, rate, amount. All right. On the bottom, you will also get prepared by, verified by, authorized by. You could also have these 3 options. Okay. Now let us look at why this HSN code GST is not coming, because we have not configured the GST yet. We have just only updated the GST in the item, but in the transaction, we have not enabled the GST. Okay. So let me do one thing. I have not created the GST details, right? So I'll do one thing. I'll just create some of the GST ledgers. Then let us look at Okay, so this will be pre-configured for you. You need not really worry. This will be done by your finance team. So I'm just creating that. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me create one more transaction. Okay. So I'll just go to order vouchers, go to purchase order, and let me change the date to 3rd of April. Let me do the same transaction with the GST details. Then let us look at how this appears. Okay. So supplier is Meda Agencies. All these details, I can either give these details or leave it blank also, as I told you earlier. I'm just leaving it blank. I'll just say 1003 order number. Okay, here, if I want to have the GST details and all, then what I'll do is I'll use the common ledger for item allocation. Okay, 1003. Then I will use this under purchase account. Okay, now I will select the same cricket bat. I'll just say 4-inch width and 2.75 feet length. Due by 6th of April. How many quantity? 5 numbers at 1000 rupees, because this is the shorter bat, not the lengthy one. So 5 number 1000 is 5000 rupees. Okay, only one item. To this I have tax configured. So I'll just say CGST. It has automatically calculated 700 rupees at 28%, means 14%. SGST is 700 rupees. So total is 6400 being order placed. Now if I look at my order print preview, look at here, it is showing order number 2, supplier number 100, supplier reference number 1003, then cricket bat 4-inch width and 2.75 feet length. HSN code it is showing, tax rate it is showing. By 6th April, 5 numbers at 1000 rupees amounting to 5000. CGST 700, SGST 700. Total 6400 amount. Okay, this is how you get. Is this okay with you? Is this clear?
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So if when we are configuring purchase account, what configuration we need to do so that it will take automatically this GST values?
Nothing. What you need
Nothing.
to do it, nothing. See, basically, as I told you, when you create an item, this is where you created the item. So when you create the item here, you need to specify the GST tax rate.
Okay.
Once when you specify this, okay, and at the transaction level, it will automatically pick from there.
So I have 3 purchase accounts, means for cash purchase and the purchase GST. So when I'm doing cash purchase entries,
Hmm.
it is not taking GST. When
Hmm.
I'm taking purchase taxable account, means there are two purchase ledger account.
Hmm.
So in one case, it is taking tax automatic, calculating tax automatically. In other
Okay.
case, it is not doing. So I just want to know, is there any configuration which you have done for purchase ledger?
See, actually, we need to understand where you have configured the GST. Have you configured at the ledger level or have you configured at the item level?
Item level.
If you are configured at the item level, it will automatically pick. But if you are configured at the ledger level, it will not pick from the item, it will automatically pick from the ledger.
Okay. So maybe I'll discuss this with you separately.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So now let us look at one more purchase order with multiple items. So I'm just changing the date. Okay. So I'm placing one more order for Meda Consultancy Services. I'll say 1004, purchase account, purchase taxable. What item? Cotton yarn. You could give the description. Okay. 1 mm thickness. Okay. Due by 5th of April. 1000 kgs at 200 rupee per kg, 2 lakhs. So I have one item. I'm also ordering the second item called sanitizer. Sanitizer. One liter bottle. Okay, by 10th of April, I need 1000 liters at 75 rupee per liter, 75,000. So I have two items. Now for these two items, do you want to specify GST? You could specify, you need not specify GST, you need not. So based on your need that you could configure. So example, if you want to specify GST, click on CGST, SGST, it has automatically calculated. So you need not worry, though the item rates are different, internally it is automatically calculated. Okay, orders has been placed. Do you want to print this? Yes. You get the print like this. Look at. Okay. Now, like this, you could have any number of transactions that you could be gone doing. I'll show you one more combination where if the schedules are of multiple. One second.
Good.
Okay, so now let me do one thing. I'll show you one more transaction. Let me just change it to 5th of April. I'm making one more transaction. I'm placing an order on Meda agencies. All these details, Control A for save. 1005, purchase account. It is taxable. Okay, now I'm placing cricket bat. Okay, so 3-inch thickness with 3 feet length. I have multiple delivery schedules now. Say example, I'm saying by 7th of April, I need 10 numbers at 900 rupees. Again, by 10th of April, I need 25 numbers. Okay, again by 15th of April, I need 50 numbers. Example, okay, if you have multiple delivery schedules, you could also schedule this deliveries. saying by when, how much quantity you need. Is this clear? Okay, so now I've just given the multiple delivery schedules. Okay, for this, I'm not calculating the GST. I'm just saying order is placed. Now you want to go and print this. You could look at over here. Still you get all the GST details. And here it is even giving you the schedules. Total 85 is ordered, by 7th 10 numbers, by 10th 25 numbers, and by 15th 50 numbers. Right? Okay. So Xavier and Prakash, are you clear with this?
Can you repeat once?
Repeat of which transaction? All transactions or which transaction? Which scenario? I showed you some 3-4 different scenarios. One with one single item,
This
second with multiple items, third with
multiple item.
multiple schedules,
Multiple item.
multiple items. Okay, no problem. Okay. So I'm just going back to order vouchers. Okay, say example, I'll just change the date and create one more order. New order for supplier Mega agencies. You could update all the things. Okay, control A is for save. 1006 order number. Okay, so purchase taxable. Now what item I'm ordering? Cotton yarn, 1 mm thickness. This is a text field. Okay, you could type whatever you want. By when you need delivery?
Are you playing
2000
one more game?
kgs.
Please play. No, you finish one game.
3000, sorry, 200 rupees per kg, 4 lakh.
I did one in checkmate and two in resign.
One you
Cricket
won.
bat,
Awesome. Archit.
2.5
There was a king over here.
inch
Every
thickness
square was blocked. Okay.
with
This
2.75
there was nothing to
feet
captain us. Okay.
length.
I put my knight over here. It became a checkmate.
Awesome.
Okay,
So
so
fast.
I need 40 bats
Yes, it became a checkmate. and
at 800 rupees per bat,
was checkmate.
Okay,
32,000.
go play one more game. Very nice. You are becoming smart. Very nice. So
Okay,
you can give
then you have
12, 13.
sanitizer.
Dhire dhire you will be doing it in 10 moves only. Then 5 moves. You will become expert.
Madam, can you mute?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm taking the third item, sanitizer. Say example, I will just say ½ liter bottles. By 8th of April, I need 200 liters at 75 rupee per liter, 15,000. Okay, so like this, you can go on adding multiple items, how many ever items you want. Okay, now if you want to specify GST, you could specify, else you can leave it blank also. Okay, it's based on your need. Example, if you want to specify GST, select CGST, SGST. It will automatically calculate. Okay, then order placed. If you want to print this, say yes. If you want number of copies, you want 3 copies, click on copies and specify 3. If you want 3 copies to be printed, say yes. So if you look at over here, zoom it. First it says original, voucher number, voucher date, supplier reference number, invoice to supplier details, item name, along with you will get the descriptions also. HSN SSC code, tax rate, due by what date, quantity, rate per quantity, and amount. You get the GST details. So this is your first original, which says it as original. Then you could say page down, it says duplicate, triplicate. So you could print any of these things. Okay. You could also do one more thing. After placing the purchase order, you can go back to the purchase order. You can click on print. Okay. Then if you want it to be exported to PDF file, you could click on export. Export to PDF. You could select which format, Excel or PDF. Look here, it comes in PDF format. You could use this, send it on email, all those things that you could. Is this clear? Purchase order clear, Vidya, Prakash and Xavier? Prakash and Xavier, you are on mute. Can you unmute and speak?
ಹಲೋ
Yeah.
Yeah.
ಇದು
ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್
clear?
ಇದೆ ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
Huh?
ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ
Okay.
able to update.
No problem, no problem. But as of now, are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec, just hold on. Okay. So now if you are clear on this, can we move to GRN? Prakash and Xavier, can we move to GRN?
ಓಕೆನಾ ನೀವು ಓಕೆನಾ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜಿಆರ್
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಳೆಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಹೌದು ನಾಳೆ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಓಕೆನಾ ನಿಮಗೆ
ಓಕೆ.
ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಅವರೇ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಅದು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ತು ಜಿಆರ್
Do we get this recorded version?
Yes, yes, I am recording. I will share the recordings with you.
Okay. And tomorrow also you will take this training?
Yeah, tomorrow also I'll take. Okay. We will continue that tomorrow. Okay, but today some more time is there, another 15 minutes. We will also
No, actually
continue.
we are in office, we are engaged with other work also.
Okay.
So as per Nisha, it was told today 1 hour and tomorrow 1 hour.
Okay, no problem. So you want me to break at this point?
Yeah.
Not an issue, not an issue. Okay, so no problem. If you have any more questions, I can answer it and close. Else we can close it based on your preference. So tomorrow we will do one thing. We will start, what time you want to start? 10:30 or 11?
Yeah, 10:30 is okay.
10:30 is okay. Okay, so please keep yourself free from 10:30 to 12. Okay, because we need to cover the reports and the GRN also.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, please keep 1.5 hours free. Okay, so tomorrow we'll connect from 10:30 to 12 and we'll complete this purchase order.
Yes.
Okay, and today's this thing we will share. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll share the link where you can go through the this thing, training once again.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks. Yeah,
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you.
thank you.
sir.
Thanks, Nishant.
Yeah, I have
Sure.
one. Xavier and
Yeah.
Prakash, if you want, you can drop out. I have one
Right.
doubt which I want to clear.
Yeah, please tell me, please.
That's what I was asking regarding the purchase account. I have created 2 purchase accounts in my Tally.
Okay.
So I'm not able to configure it with GST. Whenever I'm passing an entry, it is not calculating GST. So,
No. So basically, first thing is, have you configured the GST at the item level?
yes, I have configured. When I am doing purchase account, I have 3 purchase accounts. So when I'm using purchase account GST, it is taking that GST value. If I am using purchase account testing, it is not taking that GST value.
So in the purchase account testing, do one thing. Open this purchase account testing under
Okay.
alteration mode.
Okay.
Okay. come here to GST, this thing, it should be as applicable.
It should be applicable. Yes.
It is applicable.
Yes.
Then set alter GST details, make it as yes and click enter and see is there any percentage that's configured.
It is 0. It is showing taxability unknown and rate says 0.
As my screen.
Yes, as per your screen.
Then it should automatically calculate.
That's why I was not able to identify the reason why it is not calculating automatically.
I'll tell one of my colleagues to connect with you so that you could give remote, we'll check and we'll solve.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll tell one of
Okay.
my colleagues. to-
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks. So tomorrow I'll connect at 10:30. I'll send you the link.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Raja, wait.
Just I need to give it. Has to give it them.